For decades, we have been told to rest after eating. But clinical trials now reveal that walking right after meals can slash blood sugar spikes and kickstart your metabolism in under 10 minutes. So why is almost everyone ignoring this? The real science behind this habit is about to change how you view your body's most ordinary moments. Inside the digestive tract, a meal sets off a chain reaction. As food reaches the stomach, waves of muscle contractions, called peristalsis, begin moving it along. Walking right after eating amplifies these contractions, speeding up the process that pushes food from the stomach into the small intestine. The simple act of standing and moving upright also lets gravity pull the meal downward, making every step a mechanical boost for digestion. Core and abdominal muscles sway gently with each stride, nudging the intestines and helping break up food particles as they travel. Research from the University of Georgia points out that this movement increases blood flow to the gut and accelerates gastric emptying, so food does not linger as long in the stomach. The digestive system, designed for movement, responds to walking by working faster and more efficiently, contradicting the old belief that rest is best after eating. Peristaltic waves pick up speed, and the transfer rate from stomach to intestine improves, setting the stage for the body to absorb nutrients and manage blood sugar more smoothly. With each step after a meal, muscle fibers contract and send a powerful signal throughout the body. This is not just about burning calories or stretching your legs. Your muscles start demanding glucose, the sugar now flooding your bloodstream from your meal. Here is the key. This process happens almost instantly, and it does not rely on insulin to open the door. Instead, muscle movement activates a molecular switch called AMPK, which tells glucose transporters GLUT4 to move to the muscle cell surface. GLUT4 acts like a gate, pulling sugar out of the bloodstream and into muscle cells for immediate use. The result is a rapid drop in circulating blood sugar, often within minutes of starting to walk. This mechanism works whether insulin is present or not, making it especially valuable for people whose insulin response is sluggish. Even a gentle stroll after eating can trigger this effect, giving the body a direct, efficient way to manage the sugar surge that follows every meal. Clinical researchers set out to test whether walking after meals could truly change how the body handles food. They did not rely on guesswork or casual observation. Instead, they used randomized controlled trials, the gold standard for scientific evidence. Each participant went through both scenarios, sometimes walking after eating, sometimes staying seated. That crossover design meant every person acted as their own control, eliminating the usual excuses about individual differences or lucky guesses. Meals were carefully standardized, usually around 500 calories, so the only variable was movement after eating. Blood sugar was tracked at multiple points before eating and then at 30, 60, 90, and 120 minutes to capture the full story of how glucose rose and fell in each condition. The main metric, called area under the curve, gave a precise readout of total blood sugar exposure over time, not just a single snapshot. By comparing these curves for walking versus sitting, researchers saw exactly how much difference a post-meal stroll made. This rigorous approach laid the groundwork for the headline results that would follow. And it made clear that the findings were not a fluke or a product of wishful thinking. This is the bold part. This is why most people are ignoring this simple health hack, despite clear clinical evidence that a short walk after eating improves digestion, metabolism, and blood sugar control. Timing, not effort, delivers the real breakthrough. In head-to-head studies, a 10-minute walk started right after eating slashed blood sugar peaks nearly as much as a 30-minute walk that began half an hour later. The difference is not just statistical, it is personal. When people walked within 10 minutes of their meal, the surge in blood sugar was cut to about a third of what happened when they stayed seated. That means less strain on the pancreas and less roller coaster energy in the hours that follow. And for those worried about stomach upset, the research is clear. Immediate walking produced no more discomfort than waiting or sitting. In fact, gastrointestinal symptoms stayed low across the board, even in sensitive groups. The calorie burn from a 10-minute stroll may be modest, about 30 to 40 calories, but the metabolic payoff is out of proportion to the effort. This flips the old logic. It is not about how long you walk, but how soon you start. Most people miss this window entirely, leaving a powerful tool on the table. Old advice still lingers. People say wait half an hour before moving, or risk cramps and indigestion. Yet controlled trials flip that logic. Walking within 10 minutes of eating delivers the biggest blood sugar drop, and there is no need to sit and let it settle. Another myth claims you need a hard, sweaty workout to see results. In truth, 5 minutes of easy walking after a meal already shifts your glucose curve. Some people worry about stomach upset, but study after study finds discomfort rates stay low, even in sensitive groups. Standing helps a little, but walking outperforms it every time. The science is clear. These barriers are relics, not rules. Start your walk within 10 to 15 minutes of finishing a meal. 5 minutes is enough after a snack, but aim for 10 to 20 minutes if you've had a standard or larger meal. Keep the pace comfortable, just enough to feel your body moving. For the next 3 days, log your energy and any bloating before and after each walk. See what changes. Right now, less than 10 minutes of walking after a meal can lower blood sugar and boost energy, yet most people still sit. Sometimes, the simplest changes hold the most overlooked power.